Hey, my fellow Gold Bears, as you can see, we're back with more shitty, inclusive takes. With modern society, we actually think like they've actually gone through hardships when it comes to global and cultural, oppression, if you want to call it, spin it that way. Being a victim, like that's another thing. This society wants so much to be a victim of, and to act like they've been through a period, suffered through a once, a multiple times, in a time where humanity was at its lowest. And this is one of the perfect examples. Y'all know, like, if y'all ever read up on, or I like think they tell you in the history books about a certain time, when the Great Depression, and that was when, of course, every you had like every citizen around in America that was jobless. The economy was strictly, there was no economy. As a matter of fact, there was nothing. Nobody had anything at all. They were on the streets. They had no income. They had nothing, no food to feed any of themselves and their kids. Legit starving. Like, this was extremely depressing. That's a good term to describe it, as it was the Great Depression. You had kids even suffering. Everybody was suffering. Nobody had nothing in that particular period, when I was really one of the struggle times period. If you really want to call it struggle time, that's really like a period in history where motherfuckers was going through the struggle. What's always gonna baffle me when I see these just idiotic buffoons just completely embarrassing themselves on TikTok, like proclaiming that something's wrong with them, or that they're actually going through a time where it's the worst. Like you having a TikTok, like you being able to perform and being seen on TikTok is actually, that's a privilege alone, of not being broke or unsatisfied or actually depressed. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like we've all had our roads of being down that way. I'm just saying that people take so much for granted. Like, I'm sick, I need money, I'm bipolar. Like, like, do you guys actually know what the fucking word means? Like, people be saying this on TikTok as if, to be shown some type of attention. People treat that it's like it's so spoiled and overused. It's like, truly, like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Thank you.
Yeah, so MJF was, he was, like I showed you just way earlier in the video, he was, straight up, of course, he was straight up targeted after somebody on Twitter, because it's a completely, nobody has any fucking brain functioning on Twitter, but he was, completely, gone after it, basically, as to, basically said that his career really means nothing. So far, he's accomplished means nothing, because he's like a white man in wrestling. So yeah, he considered he has no career. It's like he's, as far as like he was. What comes next is totally frustrating. Yeah, sure. I mean, I pretty much saw it, but yeah, sure, y'all want to see this? Y'all sure y'all want to see his last functioning brain cells come to fruition? I don't think y'all ready for this. This man, okay, yeah, this man, because I want to talk with Plight when I say this too. This man has said that I'm glad you can admit hard work has nothing to do with your success as a white man in wrestling.
Shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty.
And miserable individuals on Twitter, especially on Twitter. I don't even know why. Like, of course, you're gonna see that on Twitter, where they try to bait you as far as like to get so you can get a viral reaction, or as far as like you to get in extreme trouble. And it's just it's a complete shame that people actually think like this. But that's how society has morphed into, and what they've learned from, of course, the media, and then that taught back onto whatever personal issues from their parents, or whatever they grew up listening to, and portraying. And it's just like, you people like have never actually gone and what the word oppression means, just like the black community. I mean, I'm definitely going there, like as far as just like a part of my in my blood too. Like, of course, I'm a very well black man, and yeah, I've even had thoughts, been thinking that before. You're like people. It's just like everybody in general. Like whether it's women, because women had it way fucking worse in the early hundreds. As far as humanity is existed. Whether you want to talk about it, women. I call them females. Well, of course, yeah, I call like women females nowadays because they don't actually have the privilege of knowing and actually being called the word woman, actually know what that term means, nor do they act like a woman. But when you had women, and you had every other color, you had children, you had just anybody you want to name, you had like more going through much more worse. Like, have any of y'all fucking gone through mass genocide, or you had to on your knees every thought of your day? You don't have to go home or nothing. You didn't have to go nowhere. Like, you don't get any privilege to go nowhere, to eat, to lay down, sleep, have any type of privilege. Like, it's like, I know I'm laughing, but it's the fucking truth. Like, did y'all go through any of that? They like these like people back then, they had to fucking and for the blacks to actually pick cotton and actually had holes sprayed on them, actually gone through public constant scrutiny for years. Did any of y'all fucking go through that? You had the Jews, of course, that's pretty much well known, that have gone through mass fucking genocide. They have been starved, to extinction. Like, you had thousands of them being starved and just there, not being able to do anything, kept against their will. Actual just prisoners of fucking POWs. Any of y'all had to fucking go through that? I don't fucking think so. Just a privilege of being able to, just also celebrities in general too, try to act like you have like celebrities like LeBron and Seth Rogen, motherfuckers like actually like think they actually being oppressed, or they want to act like they've a part of being a leader, as far as, let's say, like they've actually seen, or tired of seeing oppression everywhere. Like, what the fuck oppression, or actually being the tears, the bottles of tears. Like, none of you motherfuckers know anything actually what it meant for actually those those groups and those just periods of time of other of our the humans before us actually had to suffer and gone through, of what humanity have struck out to become in the long run. Like, none of y'all don't know shit about that. Of course, you gonna have the Uncle Tom, the Uncle Toms who actually, they're the fucking Uncle Toms. You had me, stupid ass individuals coming in my comment section, of course, attempting to call me, you're stupid, you're Uncle ass Tom, nigga. You ain't shit, bitch ass nigga. So you're actually agreeing with this shit? Yeah, just like those incomprehensible motherfuckers like that coming in here. And I said, I'm all for it. Because like I said, it's to continue to stand on my ground too. And I actually been, one of the very few to actually think that, like, we don't know anything. We actually had to be a privilege. Like black people actually have, more opportunities more now than ever. But of course, I'm talking about the ignorant side. They use it to stupid. They use it to idiotic fucking proportions. But yeah, MJF, clearly said back that, that he said that, that he's not, where, like, it's pretty long, but yeah, he said basically, fucking annihilated that stupid ass punk. That, yeah, they want you to, like I said, bait and want you to become, pertain out to be a stereotype. And people complain so much about fucking stereotypes, but they actually be the ones that contribute and perpetuate to it. Like the ignorant ass side of the black community. Like, never fucking absolutely fails at all. Completely fucking unreal. But, I'm running out of time. I had a little time that I had this. And I'm done talking about this stupid shit. Just incomprehensible at its fucking lowest. Fucking ridiculous. People actually, like I said, like the females of today and you have every other color. Well, yeah, the color, like people actually try to want to be, actually attempt to be pressed. You have fucking, a side, you have a small number of Caucasians, white people now actually try to want to act like they're fucking oppressed. Like, oh, if I mean, like, I'm in oppressed, like, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, this current era generation we live now, everybody wants to be a fucking victim, and they want an audience, and be paid for it. It's fucking ridiculous. Which is why I ever lovingly hate fucking humans so much. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. How do you expect for a man, or for anybody for that matter, to have any respect for you if you dressing up and portraying yourself to be like this? How the fuck do you act like this and expect scrutiny, not expect scrutiny or ignorance when you portray yourself to be this way and you contribute to it? You have rappers rappers disrespecting females all throughout the songs. Then you have people still placate and contribute this as a result. And y'all want to talk about unity among the blacks, still have advocating for unity among the black community and as a whole around the world. All y'all is like as a whole contribute to content and depictions to degrade whichever section of humanity. Like, it's completely fucking ridiculous. No fucking sense at all. Like, at least going back in those times, people still had respect and, dignity for themselves to carry. Like, and now you have motherfuckers, want to play a part and act like they're as if they're about something, but it's really just the motive behind the fact. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Fuck out of here. But I'm done talking on this. I'll see y'all in the next one. Just really pissed me off.